the burning question: should the FBI reopen its investigation into the Clinton emails?
We went through a thorough process to identify all of my work-related emails and deliver them to the State Department.
Authorities uncover 15,000 pages of previously unreleased Hillary Clinton work-related emails.
They are worried this is going to hound her for the rest of her political life.
This is about Hillary Clinton having made repeated representations that have turned out to be false, and we're seeing evidence that they were false in black and white.
This is about the public trust and whether we can trust public officials to work on our behalf.
The drive-bys running around saying there's nothing to see here. All they're doing is providing access. There aren't any favors being done. The favor is the access.
And now, brand new information on the investigation into Secretary Hillary Clinton's emails. Fox News Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is here. Catherine.
Thank you, Greta. The Associated Press has released a new analysis tonight based on records that were released to them of Hillary Clinton's schedule when she was Secretary of State. And what they found is that of the 84 donors for whom they had records, at least half gained access to then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Many of them were major donors, well into the seven figures, to the foundation. Her campaign has said that this is cherry picking. It's not a true reflection of how it worked, but it certainly feeds into this idea that if you paid money to the foundation, you had a better chance of access and getting your issue addressed.
All right. Now, people think, I mean, there's no indication that someone went to see her and that she changed her policy as a result of seeing anybody, right? No information so far, right? Not necessarily.
No.
Okay. But presumably, and this, this does have some value. She had her picture taken with the person when the person went to see her, because that's very common. And then you put the picture behind yourself on the desk, and that has some value. It shows you have some sort of connection to somebody important. So it does have some value in some instances.
Well, one of the things that's come out in the emails is a lot more information about someone who is a key fixer but has often operated in the shadows. His name is Dennis Chang. This is someone who's had many hats for Hillary and Bill Clinton. He worked at the Clinton Foundation, where he was able to secure a donor base of about $250 million. He then worked at the State Department as their deputy chief of protocol. He was sort of the gatekeeper who greeted heads of state, and now he's a finance director for the campaign. And what the emails show is this very tight relationship between Chang and longtime aide Huma Abedin. Just a second. And the reason that's important is that you see it was very seamless. Critics would say that the lines were blurred, and the way the information flowed back and forth between the foundation and the State Department and the fundraising crossed ethical lines.
All right, here's my problem. Is that the campaign has come out and made a statement. I'm going to take the last words. Made a statement basically saying this is outrageous, this is unfair. But you know what? The ball really is in Secretary Clinton's court. She needs to sit down and explain this. If everyone's imagining crazy stuff and that they're unfair to her,
right,
she needs to speak up. And that's the problem, is that she issues these press releases, campaign press releases, and they say it's outrageous that people are suspicious. But the problem is that she needs to answer this.
Well, it's a valid point in that if the intention is to really minimize or shut down the foundation, if she's elected president, then why was it okay to operate the foundation when she was Secretary of State?
I don't want to get any of this wrong. I don't want any bad suspicion. But if she won't sit down and provide information, that's really, she's made that decision and not the rest of us in the media.
Good point.
Anyway, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.